believe that anything I can do, you can do better. I also believe that for me. I see somebody run up a net worth of $31 billion. What's the difference between him and I? You know? And don't worry, we all lose when we're manually trading. It's really hard. It's really hard to trade by hand. And I got this from a Stanford professor, of course, on YouTube, because they're not going to let me into Stanford. But he said something that really clicked with me, especially for trading. He said, when you're in an emotional state, it's literally impossible to think logically. Now, think to when you had a fight with a friend or a spouse or whatever, you probably said some things that you didn't mean. That's because it's literally impossible as a human when you're emotional to think logically. You didn't mean to say those mean things, right? I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. So if you failed at trading to this point, if you feel like you just can't figure it out, you're staring at these charts, you keep breaking your own rules, it's not your fault, dude. It's not your fault. We're humans. And it's beautiful that we're humans. It's beautiful that we have emotions. That's the beauty of being a human. But it's weird that we have cars driving for us. Everything is automated and we still think we got to trade by hand. So don't worry if you failed at trading in the past. I'm going to show you a much better way. It's scary. I was scared too. Don't worry. Like, I was scared to learn how to code. But then once I started to learn how to code at the same time I was learning Spanish, I was like, damn, this is way, way easier than learning Spanish. So instead of chasing these charts all day, let's get it automated, dude. And you already know that these exchanges are against you. They can see your liquidation levels. Actually, matter of fact, I can see your liquidation levels too. I can see exactly when people are getting liquidated. I see this guy, he's going to get liquidated if the price moves up 1.34%. So you think these exchanges can see this? Absolutely. If users can see it, they're trading against you. There's market makers out there. There's big hedge funds that are looking at this data. This guy gets liquidated for $1.5 million of Zcash if the price moves 1.55%. They are trading against you. The hedge funds, Wall Street, exchanges, they know exactly where you entered. They know exactly when you'll get liquidated. So F those guys. They're not going to share anything with you. I'll share everything here. I'll share everything. Wall Street's they're never going to teach you this stuff. They're going to say it's too hard. They're going to say you have to go to Stanford or Yale or one of those smart schools. If you feel like they're trading against you, they are. They are. You're 100% right. So I know me personally, I always thought like, damn, they must be hunting me. They must be hunting my stop loss, hunting my take profit. And later it comes to find out they are. Because now I'm on this side. I'm building the casino opposed to being a pawn in the casino. I'm building the casino. Get on this side and you see, oh, we can see when you get liquidated. We can see when you enter. We can see your take profit. We can see your stop loss. So you've been right in thinking that, dude. You've been right. So don't worry about it, dude. I believe that you can do this as well. And as long as you believe it as well, we can do this. And I'm going to show you everything. All right. So right now you might be stressing over the charts, having late nights, early mornings, not getting enough sleep because you're saying, hey, the price is going to go up or the price is going to go down, or maybe it's going to happen now, or it's 9:30. Oh, it's time to trade. These are human things that we all do. I've been there. You've been there. But I want you to just think about this for a second. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $30 billion. Algorithmic trading works, but you also know it's hard. Trading by hand is hard. I want you to think about what your life is going to be like when you step away from staring at these charts all day and then you just pass the data to a robot that trades for you. Now, instead of spending your time trying to guess if the price is going up or down, you're spending your time building out your robot and then you're setting her free. What this does is it removes all emotions out of the trade and it forces you to only trade systems that work. That makes sense, right? So do you see why being an automated trader is better than trading by hand? You're literally gambling on the fact that you got enough sleep, the fact that you didn't have a fight with your spouse, the fact that you're going to be able to guess when the price is going to go up or down. And the thing that sucks the most about trading by hand, dude, is you can spend months, years decades and you don't come out with any skills. You might be up, you're probably down, you probably lost money. You don't leave with any skills. And that used to break my heart, dude. Because I'm an entrepreneur. I've been working hard on things for a decade now. As a matter of fact, I was scared to learn how to code for 10 years. I built a ton of apps and I didn't code one of them. I paid $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for each of them because I didn't think I was qualified to do that. I didn't think I was able to do that. But at the end of the day, what's the difference between me and the best developer in the world? Time and knowledge. So I want to give you that knowledge. I want to show you how you can then go ahead and take that and build out your own systems. Does that make sense? Do you see how much better it's going to be once you're fully automated? You can go spend time doing other things. You don't have to worry about the ins and outs of all these trades because at the end of the day, as a hand trader, what you're betting on is that you can execute perfectly, unemotionally for the next 1,000 trades. Can you do that? I know a robot, they can execute perfectly. So do you see how if you take a strategy and you try to trade it by hand for the next 1,000 trades, you'll probably mess up at least 50 times. And those mess ups you could lose all your money. But if you have a robot execute for you, they're not going to mess up. They're going to do exactly what you said. If you said take profit here, they're going to take profit. If you said stop loss here, they're going to hit the stop loss because it's about thousands of trades. It's not about one or two that you gamble on. So I hope you can clearly see why being an automated trader is way